Alright, so welcome back. Today, the one and only Ultimate Escanor taking on the one, the only, the bird. Let's see how this goes, and hopefully it goes well. If you're new to the channel, like to subscribe. Let's have some fun with this. It did go well. So again, we're doing the bird here. We're having fun with it. I already kind of cleared it. I did that. I had fun. It was a blast. It was actually very, very enjoyable. Well, the team looks like is this, right? So there's a lot of alternatives to this team. I will provide that. Again, mostly the team is kind of core around Magilda. You have to have Magilda. If you don't have Magilda, what are you doing? Okay, there's a Cusack team that exists. You need to just like swap out a bunch of characters here to make that work. You got to use a taunt character. There's also that. There's a Scotty team out there for this team specifically, right? You can swap out this if you don't have Trader Melly. Again, this is an Ultimate Escanor guide. If you don't have Ultimate Escanor, like, why are you watching this video? But if you want to, hey, you're more than welcome to. I'm not stopping you there. You know, learn and see in the future what you need to do. You can definitely do that. For Trader Meliodas, you can swap out for anybody like, you can go Brunhild, Freyr, stuff like that. You need a Power Strike, right? So keep that in mind. Currently, Melee is amplified, that's why it works out. But you need a Power Strike to get that first stage kind of done with. So just keep that in mind. If you want to go Sariel, that definitely works. There's so many characters you can kind of replace for over here for Melee. So if you don't have Melee, there are free-to-play options out there. But fully up to you. For Escanor, he is just a Chad. He is going to clear this. Arthur over there on the side giving you a lot of boost and helping you out there. Magilda is with her relic. You have to have that to clear the bird. Otherwise, you're just pain suffering for no reason, right? So again, we're doing attack crit, attack crit, attack crit, and then HP defense to keep Arthur alive. With Tarmiel's Grace, both red and green are effective. I do recommend to have red. It's been a little bit easier to obtain that. Even if you don't have it, blue is perfectly fine. But just make sure you have some good rolls in that gear to where he won't die. So that's all checked down. If you need to and you're not doing enough, or if they're doing too much damage to you, you can run the artifact card set for HP if you would like to. Don't have to, but up to you. With that being the team, let's jump into this. Let's break it down. Let's have some fun with it. Basically, this gameplay, so this is all cut down of the entire run. It took me 15 minutes. That's it. 15 minutes to do this run. So 5 minutes per floor, if you want to say. Not really 5 minutes per floor. The first floor was like 4 minutes long. There was me also stalling a little bit. I randomly just dipped here and there because I was multitasking. I was recording this while doing something else. I was multitasking, playing this game and a different game for different things. But yeah, with it, very easy team. I'll tell you now, Escanor really solos most of the content in the game. He is such a carry. If you're not summoning for him and you're like, you know what? I'm fine. Later in life, and you know, you come to my videos, you're like, hey, why are you using Escanor in this? It's not a free-to-play character. That's on you, bro. Listen, this is literally, they've given you a chance to obtain it first off. You have 200 gems in the update. You had Tarmiel before this. I told you to save as soon as Shield Hero ended. You had more than enough time. My gem guide literally says you're fine. Everything's going to be okay. You should have Escanor. By the end of this, you should have Escanor. And again, he will carry you through a lot of the PvE content. And if you look at it here, he was 1 health. So if I killed here, it would have been an extra like 30 seconds saved on the timing. But it's fine. You know, I didn't get that. With it, again, overall, with Escanor, again, if you need a bird guide, I already wrote this down, and I saved it, so if you ever want this, I'll kind of, like, pin it and, like, write it out. So you just, like, you know, pin this on your phone, put it in notes on your phone, so, like, you remember it every time, like, the bird drops, so that you have it. Basically, the bird guide. It's 1 and 2. What is it? For floor 1, basically, right? There's nothing to worry about, other than the last stage having a power strike thing. Again, Melee works to amplify, so that is there. Floor 2, we have the phase 2 being the terrible thing. You have to 1 turn, right, and it's going to revive itself with like a little bit of HP, then you have to proceed to kill it again. Because of Escanor, right, his main attack is a death attack, which means he does damage after the initial attack. So just like his ultimate, the original, the one Escanor, this Escanor will freaking cheese this entire stage, which on the floor 2, which is beautiful. So again, they did well with how they handled everything. But again, floor 1 is a breeze for Escanor, right? He really can just chop him down, the bird here, and like do an insane amount of damage. Over here, I was also stalling out a turn. I could have like, you know, wasted an ultimate here, but I was prepping for the following turn, so I kind of didn't use the proper cards. But in the end, I kind of had to here. I got Escanor's ultimate, I got Magilda's ultimate, Melee's ultimate, and then again, Melee's regular gold target, so that I can actually deal damage cap each time. So again, keep that in mind. Overall, though, they really designed Escanor in a good way to where he's really good in PvP. He is. He's just nuclear. But in PvE, if you play it, this is now a character that's kind of a must-have for various reasons of being, A, I now have a chance to actually go and, you know, compete in a lot of the content that I may have not been able to do it before. With Meliodas also being, you know, both around the same time, being like these end of year into 3.5 banners. Always it looks like, you know, moving forward when we get to 4.5 or however that goes, It looks like they always put those as PvE characters because King is just a PvE carry. Look at it till now. He has not changed from what he was. He is still a PvE character. Sure, he might have fallen off in PvP, which, you know, he's not that bad in some teams, but he's fallen off a little bit, right? But now, if you look at it, PvE, he's just like the farming unit. He's like everything, right? Now, this Escanor, Trader Meliodas, they're also PvE, semi-PvP units. Mainly these two new ones are PvP, right? So they kind of handled the balancing with them pretty well, to where I'm saying PvE mainly, so don't yell at me if I'm saying that Escanor is balanced PvP. I'm saying PvE he is, right? So here we go, kind of doing a crap ton of damage here, destroying the bird, and then again, yes, Escanor has a bit of an ult here, but 156, it's still damage cap, doesn't matter. Overall, super easy first floor. He makes it so much easier and genuinely so much faster. So just keep that in the back of your head here, that if you can pull for Escanor, it'll make your bird run so much better. And again, I don't know what happened today, but the bird was so laggy. You can see like they're like Hawks just running for so long, but there was like cuts in between. So if you see like a cut here and there, it's not because I'm stalling or like I'm trying to make the gameplay faster. It's just because it randomly like paused and like Hawk started running. I don't know if it's like my PC doing it, or I don't know what was doing it. I think it was like just randomly interrupted. Yeah, and then I would get back in right away and be like, nothing just changed. It was just okay, but it happened. Don't know what the hell that was, but yeah. Overall, again, we're doing the second phase here with it, or the second floor here, right? Again, as mentioned, floor 2, you have to kind of like prepare some attacks, which means like you got to save this card right here, right? This card down here, Escanor's basic single target. You got to save one of those at like bare minimum, because you have to be able to progress in the next round. I do recommend also saving Melee's card here, so that you can actually do that. I did get another Escanor card, right? So for example, I think that what I did was Magilda's, and then maybe the AoE, and then the single target. I think that is what I did here. Let's see, I healed, yeah, so I healed and then I did that. So I used it that way. Again, I could have saved that Escanor card. Rather, I can't actually. I have to kill, right? So again, I prepared the next turn with one Escanor card, one Melee card. I was just hoping I at least get 2 AoEs or something for Melee or something for Escanor, so I can hit damage cap here. Because, you know, in order to do that, yeah, you know, do that, right? Hit damage cap to get to the next turn rather than revive. There you go, get the kill off. Again, he does so much damage, and then there was a death on top of that, right? So it wasn't just 137. The death on top of that is also more. Here, I got a little bit of RNG. It didn't really matter. I had to waste the card anyways. I could have like maybe relied on Escanor's AoE, but I don't know. I don't like that card a lot. A lot of the time it just misses or doesn't like crit when you need it to. So you don't really do too much with it. But here you go, right? We have Melee doing 150. That's damage cap. We have Melee going again doing exactly, guess what? 150. Now look at Escanor, right? Escanor will, I believe, hit for more than 150, which is now how he operates. So if you look at it here, he did 150. Now the death damage on top of that was an extra 45k. This is why he's going to be so good in so much content. There you go, 195 again, right? He hits for damage cap, but he can push past, you know, his limits. He's going to pull a Yami or a All Might and just push past everything and say, screw you, I'm going to do more. I don't know. That's why Escanor is the GOAT, boys. That's why Escanor is the GOAT, 100%. But with this turn, right, you can only do a little bit of damage unless you can like fully one-shot him if you have again another death card or whatever. But with it, I did it like I played it safe basically to where I got his entire passive to be activated, where he gets like a little bit of HP regeneration, or like more defense or whatever. You can't attack him, or you can just, you know, you'll do less damage. But I did that. I have enough cards here to easily bypass this turn and do everything there. I can get a one-shot on the stage, otherwise he'll get like a full heal. Which is super stupid to do, so make sure you one-shot. Again, Arthur taking a little bit of damage here, but Tarmiel's Grace being an absolute Chad. Other than, you know, Recovery Disable, which exists. Usually it's a Chad, but not here. I think what I do is just go, like, full attacks. Yeah, we got Escanor's ult, Melee's single target, and then Melee's AoE, and then Magilda's card. I think we saved Magilda's ultimate here, which is really good because we did enough damage. Which, again, if you have a lower Escanor, it doesn't matter. Don't look at this and be like, damn, this guy has a ulted up Escanor. Doesn't matter. You'll be fine with everything. So, you know, you'll be able to beat it and just cruise on through this content here. With it, moving on to the fourth phase, right? This phase, is there any gimmicks here that you have to worry about? Nope, no gimmicks. So with this stage, I would recommend full healing because Arthur will take some damage in the next turn or the next stage, right? So again, keep that in mind. I won't one turn kill him here, but it doesn't matter. Overall, again, make sure you're constantly healing, keeping Arthur alive because he will be the target of the bird. Make sure you have, if you can, Red Tarmiel's Grace on him. Keep him alive. and all of that. I'll skip through this. You don't really need to see this. But again, the gameplay overall is exactly 15 minutes. So it was a pretty fast run. But here, basically what happened was nothing. I just got bad cards. And then it took me a second. I had to heal back up. And then I killed right away. So I had the AoEs. They were perfect enough to kill 115. Not damage cap, but still was fine. So there you go. That's the this stage done with. Moving on to the next one here. This is the final floor, which again, it's really not that bad in comparison to what it used to be. He can bypass all these caps. So he's just doing extra damage constantly, which after a while, that damage really does add up. And you're like, damn, he's kind of moving through this pretty fast. Also, I was supposed to skip this, but it would have been a faster run. Well, I could have cut off 30 seconds if I skipped him a little bit faster. Come on, man. Come on. I'm slacking out here. Could have, you know, strengthened up my runs here. But yeah. Overall, how's the Escanor grind going? How's it been? How's life, boys? How's it hanging? How's the what is it? Dupes for him going? What are we at? 4-6, 5-6, 6-6 if you got there, 1-6 if you're unlucky. Don't worry. I think what, after 900 I got a 2-6 and no other SSRs. I literally got like the worst SSRs for a 4% banner. I did pretty bad, but I did get Escanor, so I can't complain. But you know, still it's an enjoyable entire update. People have been slandering this update. I've seen it all over, but it's still fun. All right, it's still fun. With it, the final floor, it's let's see, it's watch out for the passive. I wrote that down. It's also clear phase 4 or fleet. So yeah, basically clear phase 3 so that you don't get your buffs removed. Okay, he'll like stance disable and he will the bird will remove your buffs. So you don't want that to happen. And then he can be unkillable after a few turns if you take too long, which you shouldn't be anyways. You should be using that turn to prepare for the 4th turn, and just using whatever attacks you need to chop off before they become useless, right? So here you go. We're doing just basically Magilda's attacks, building up Melly's passive, make sure that's up there, getting a little bit of heal off. You'll see that Magilda also does a lot of damage here. She doesn't have UR gear yet, but when she does get UR gear, she'll probably help out a lot more, reach a lot better damage in comparison. Melly's still hitting like a truck, 104. If you look at it, you know, currently the light and dark units being these two, they're just carries and everything. So if they're at the end of years another Meliodas and it's like it doesn't matter what that Meliodas does, I don't think that Meliodas can be better than what we have here. If it is a Meliodas, right, it has to be the same name, so it can't change that, you know, you have that Meliodas on the team. So I wonder how they're gonna do it. If it can't, like, this trainer Meliodas is too good. So even if they make a good Meliodas, how the hell are you gonna bypass this guy right here? He's too good. I don't know. This is never more, but they can do anything, but still, like, up his stats even more. I don't even know. But here we go. We're saving a melee single target for next turn because we're definitely gonna need it. Just chopping his health down here. It's pretty simple. Getting through everything. I think we do kill. If we don't kill, that's gonna suck. No, we do kill. All right, basic stuff there. I'll forward up 30 seconds here, but damn, 30 seconds goes that much. Phase 2. We're using Magilda's card. We're using both single targets from Melly and then a quick single target from Escanor, which I think can one-shot. So on phase 4, we one-turned him. Think about that in your head. That is hard to do. Okay, on the 4th floor or the 3rd floor, it's hard to do. Okay, 4th phase, whatever. But still, moving forward. Now phase 3. Over here, no gimmicks. It's again, prepare for the last turn. You might have the passive where it's like heal after 25, which you have to prepare an ultimate or some sort of thing like that. You might have the one where it's like every turn you lose 2 ult gauge. Check out what you have. You might have the protect one, the defense one where he has like a shield, right? You might have those things, so keep an eye out for what you have, and then play that accordingly depending on what you get. You'll have to change your method here. I got a pretty simple one, so it was super easy to go through when I did first this one. Usually, it's what I get is the shield one. You know, it's rare that I actually get the 25% one, but I usually get the shield one constantly. That thing's annoying, bro. But Trader Millie can, again, remove that when he ults, so it doesn't really matter on majority of it. But here, we have Escanor's ultimate. I overkill it, right? I'll be honest here, I definitely overkill it. I'll forward past this, I'm just gonna make it a little bit faster of a video. But I overkill it completely where I use Escanor's ult, his single targets, and then this. I didn't have to. I could have easily got away with just using this, but I didn't want to like ruin the turn because I was doing a fast clear already. Like you see, I did a lot of damage. I did not have to use the Escanor cards. I could have used the melee one and then the Escanor AoE, and then, you know, been going into that perfectly fine. Definitely wasted a card here, which was super unnecessary, but doesn't matter. You know, we got into the 4th floor. It went semi decent. I think we just didn't get RNG. Yeah, so we got one of each of the single targets for both the characters we needed. And then the rest of it was pretty much kind of turd. I think we ulted to actually win. But you see, right, 181 pulling off on the first, on the last turn here. 198 over here, not bad. We have Magelda over here. I was reading the passes, right, to see what I actually had. They were super easy, so really nothing to worry about. Again, Escanor's AoE not being too great for damage, but it doesn't matter. It's the kind of the same thing with the other Escanor. His other card isn't like too great for destroying, but you know, it's fine, it's fine. With it here, we got the ultimate, we got the card of Escanors, and then boom, I think we win. I think this is the end of the video. I think we completely destroyed him here. I think we didn't even need a heal. We didn't even need to heal. Yeah, we did. We destroyed. So that's the... No, we didn't. Oh, yeah, we didn't actually. Just barely. He was 1 health. Unnecessarily 1 health. Yeah, I was stupid. I was cringing, dude. But that happened. We then ulted, and we won. So 438, we won off this entire gameplay. 15 minutes it took me to beat everything without cutscenes. Maybe it's a little bit more with it, but again, overall, that's it. Super, super fun team. I highly recommend you try this team out. It's going to be Meliodas, Magelda, the one Escanor. It's going to be, again, Green Arthur. I had a lot of, like, good results with this. This is the team that I constantly run. The only difference here, it would have been regular Escanor. Here, it's going to be Green Arthur. Then, again, same characters as usual. Escanor is the ultimate. That's what I like as a team. It works. It's, like, super reliable. That's my opinion. If you have a different team, let me know down below. But that's it. Catch you in the next one. Have fun, stay safe. That's been it. A quick guide to farming the bird with Escanor. It is beautiful. Try it out. You'll definitely enjoy it. That's been it for me. Catch you in the next one. Have fun, stay safe. Peace out. Enjoy.